We've all had those days where we're dressed, but something still feels unfinished. Today, I have 7 easy strategies you can use to look put together in a short amount of time. So let's get started. The first thing you should do is invest in a versatile pair of pants. If you only invest in one thing, it should be this one. Pants that move from sneakers all the way to pumps and everything in between. The length and the fit can be non-negotiable. It has to fit well. So they don't have to be expensive, but they need to fit you. I have shared a pair recently that are my go-to pair of pants. They are comfortable, they are elevated when I need them to be. They pair well with sneakers just as well as they do with pumps. In fact, they go with almost every shoe in my closet. They're from Halara. They're their straight fit work pant. I'm showing it here. And I'm showing them here in a very casual outfit paired with sneakers. I have on a simple t-shirt and a bomber jacket. This bomber jacket is from Amazon, but I love the fit on it, especially for petites. And then I paired it with my Adidas handball sneakers. It's a more of a low profile sneaker. And this is a very casual way that I would wear this any day of the week. But these also dress up really well with a button up. You can add a belt. These pants have pockets, they're pull-on, they have a stretchy waist, they are buttery soft. You would think you're wearing sweatpants, but in this look, I'm pairing them with slingback heels, and you would not know that these pants were, I think these pants are like $40. You wouldn't know they're $40 compared to even a $100 pair of pants. Very seamlessly transitions from casual to very dressy. Then the last look, I just paired it with a cashmere t-shirt, another casual look, but I want to show the versatility because I have on boots with this look. They go with so many different shoes in my closet. So that's what I mean by versatile pair of pants. These are worth investing in, even if you have to have them tailored. These particular pants that I'm sharing here come in petite sizes as well as regular and tall. So they have a wide range of sizes and are just incredibly comfortable. The second thing you can do to look put together quickly is to create a simple and easy makeup routine. This is the fastest way to look put together in less than 5 minutes. I started using Merit products last summer. The very first product that I purchased was their Bronze Balm, and I immediately loved the product because of the ease of application and also because of how natural it looked on my mature skin. Their products are literally impossible to mess up. And they're vegan, non-comedogenic, and they're fragrance free. So I'm going to show you my simple and easy quick makeup routine using Merit Beauty. So I'm starting out with a bare face. It's a clean face. I do have my moisturizer on. I have combination skin, so I have dryness and redness here. I'm oily on the forehead, and then I'm normal around the perimeter of my face. So I have all 3 skin types going on. So I've already applied my moisturizer, and the first product that I'm going to put on is the Uniform. This is a tinted mineral sunscreen. It has a sunscreen of SPF 45. I use the shade 20. This is like a light to medium. So how I apply this product is I pump out probably 1.5 pumps or so on the back of my hand. You can see it there. And this is gonna look a little bit dark on me because I don't have a lot of color on my face, but you'll see how it blends out very sheer, and it just gives me a wash of color. And I have a mirror over here because I can't put makeup on blindly. So what I'll do, I'll take a brush and I'll just get the rest of that off of my hand, and then I blend it out all over my face. So now that I have that on, the next thing I go in with is the Minimalist. And I have this in the color Suede. This is like a medium neutral. This is a concealer and a foundation in one. So you can use this as foundation. I use this as just a little bit of cover up around the dark circles on my eyes. I take a brush. I just want the tiniest amount because I have lots of fine lines around my eyes, and the more product that I pack on under my eyes, the worse it looks. So the only thing I do, I get a little bit on my brush and I just pat it on those dark areas around my eyes, which is usually like right there in the corner of my eyes. I just pat it on, and then I take my finger and I just pat it in to blend it in. So the warmth of your finger will blend that out. And that's all I do. So I've got a nice wash of color on my face. I've covered up a little bit of that darkness in the corners of my eyes. And then the next thing I want to do, here's where the bronze balm comes in, because I just want to warm up my face a little bit. So the way I use this, I put a little swipe, I put it up pretty high, and then I put a lot on my forehead because there's a lot to cover up there. Then I take my brush and I just pat, pat, pat. You'll see how just so easy this blends out. And then the same up here. See how that blended? I like to take my brush, same brush, and then I just put some on my eyelids to warm up that skin on the eyelids. See how I just got a little bit of color there, a little bit of color here. And then the next product I'm gonna use is their Flush Balm, and this is Cheeky. So this is like a cool mauve pink. So the way I like to apply this, you can go right in and swipe it because it's, like I said, the products are so blendable, you can't mess it up. I like to have just a little bit more control. So I take a brush and I dip it in here, just like that. And then I tap it out a little bit on the back of my hand, just gives me a little bit more control. And then I just tap. And I go right above where I placed that bronze balm. So just right above it, keep everything really high. So there we go. Just a nice flush of color on top of that bronzer there. Then I go in and use the Lash Lengthening Mascara. This is in black and it's a tubing mascara. And I do 2 coats of this. I might have to bring that mirror up here. It's hard to do that from a distance. And I really get in there and get to the root of that lash to give my eyes some definition. Otherwise my eyes just disappear. You see? So it really gives a nice definition to your face once you get those eyes done. The 2 extra things I like to go in to do, because it doesn't take any more time, is to go in with the 1980 brow gel. So this is a tinted eyebrow gel, and I have this in the color light brown. And all this does is fill in just subtly, and it also leaves your brows fluffy, not crispy. So that's what I like about it. This just helps to fill in where it's a little sparse. I'll do the same thing on the other side. A little bit. It's just enough, especially for a quick makeup routine. Just a little bit. All you need. A makeup routine does not have to be complicated. It just needs to be simple, quick, and make your skin look awake. So Merit has generously offered all of you guys up to 15% on exclusive sets using my link in the description. So you can click on that link and shop the products that I used in this video to get a special price. And for first orders, you will get this cute little corduroy makeup bag, and it just ties up here. Very cute, great for travel. All first orders will get this bag, and orders over $40 will get free shipping. So I want to thank Merit for sponsoring this portion of the video, and let's move on. The next thing you can do to look put together quickly is to always have 2 to 3 outfits in your closet that are no fail. And the easiest way to do that is by using tonal outfits or even monochromatic outfits. So in this first example, I'm a very neutral outfit in earth tones. I have the brown corduroys on, and then just a cream cashmere sweater, and then I paired the ballet flats in the bag in a very similar tone to the pants. So it's not completely monochromatic, but it is very tonal, and it just works together. It's a no-brainer go-to outfit. The second look that I'm sharing with you is monochromatic. So I've paired this navy silk skirt with a lightweight cashmere top in the same tone. And if you want to add color in your shoes and your bag, in your accessories. So this is a great go-to outfit that you just know is going to work. You can also do gray on gray. I'm pairing here some gray jeans with a gray cashmere sweater, the black boots, and the black bag. Keep it simple and have 2 to 3 of these in your closet that makes sense for your lifestyle that you can reach for. The next thing you can do to look more put together is to have everyday jewelry pieces. So this is something that I ignored for the longest time because I didn't think adding the earrings, adding the necklace made any difference. I realized over time that they make the biggest difference. It's that punctuation mark finishing the look, if you know what I mean. So I have over time acquired some of my favorite go-to pieces, and none of them are expensive. And I want to go back to just a comparison of the outfit without a necklace and with a necklace. You'll see in the first example, I have no necklace on, and just to compare that little extra by adding the necklace, it definitely makes the outfit, and it may seem like such a small thing that would not really make the biggest difference, but it really finishes your look. So the necklaces that I'm sharing with you, both of these are from Etsy, and they're not expensive, but I just absolutely love them. They're my new go-to favorite pieces. For my earrings, I have several earrings that are from Pavoy, which is on Amazon. I love their jewelry. They are incredibly reasonable, made really well. I have had no issues with them turning, and they're just really easy to wear and lightweight, and I love that. My earrings always have to be lightweight. I cannot stand a heavy earring in my ear, so that's why I love their earrings. I have another necklace from Pavoy on Amazon that I love it on its own, but I really use it more as a layering piece. So I use it as that first piece in a layering combination, and it's just a very simple, delicate necklace that looks great when you pair it with other necklaces. I also really love having a beautiful watch. So the one I have, I love so much because it's dainty, but it looks like a piece of jewelry versus just a watch, and it just adds a little pop to every outfit. So find things you love and you enjoy wearing. Like I mentioned, it does not have to be expensive. You just have to love it and it be not a second thought to put on to finish your outfit. The next thing you can do to look put together quickly is to really take stock of what's in your closet. Only keep the things that you love to wear. Keeping clothes that do not make you feel absolutely amazing is just like having dead weight in your closet. It also creates confusion and closet stress, and you walk in your closet and it's overwhelming because you don't even know where to start. You should be going in your closet and streamlining it for faster, more confident dressing, because the only things you should have in there are things that you love. And I personally end up doing this in my closet probably twice a year, at least once a year. It really helps to take that closet stress away. You have pieces that you love, you have pieces that work well together. This should be made a priority. Before we move on to the next one, I want to ask a question to you guys. How often do you do a closet purge, or how often do you go through and just get rid of things that you thought you were going to wear but you didn't, or you thought you would love and you don't? How often do you purge your closet? Let me know down in the comments. The next thing you can do to look put together is to not overlook your shoe choices. Okay, that is the fastest upgrade you can do for an outfit. It is also the quickest way to ruin your look. So outdated, scuffed, chunky shoes, you might want to rethink, because it really, especially if you're petite, because it just really drags down your outfit. It ends up making us look a little bottom heavy. And so I just want to give a quick example of the very first outfit I showed you of my, go-to black pants that I wore with the Adidas sneakers. I want to show that outfit to you with a pair of chunky, I guess you would call them dad sneakers. Now, it is not the absolute worst thing in the world, but it should be a conscious choice to not go with that chunky sneaker and instead pick something that is more low profile, more streamlined, and a little more sophisticated. There are so many that I will link some down below. Choose something that is comfortable for you, but gives you a little more sophistication than these chunky sneakers. You can also choose a sleek pair of loafers, a beautiful pair of ballet flats, pumps, whatever you love. Just make sure they're not detracting from your outfit. They should add that extra polish to your outfit, you know, give you that instant lift when you put them on. I recently bought the Mary Jane ballet flats from Quince. I have talked about these before. Absolutely love them. I think they are the perfect addition to most outfits on any given day that I wear. The next thing you can do is pay attention to your outerwear. Do not let your coat ruin your entire outfit. I know sometimes that can be just a real afterthought, especially if you're running out the door, but be prepared and have that wrap coat or that cropped jacket or that trench coat that fits you, fits your body well, so that you can grab that and finish off your outfit. Outerwear is what people see first, so you want to set the tone immediately with your outerwear. Now I'm sharing this one from Quince. This is a beautiful merino wool wrap coat from Quince that is a new purchase for me, but I really love this one, especially if you're petite. It is incredibly petite friendly, but it looks so sophisticated, and it goes from dress pants with jeans, with skirts, with dresses. It is that wrap coat that can go with just about anything. So those are my 7 tips to look put together in a short amount of time. All of them very doable. Let me know down in the comments about your closets. How often do you purge in your closets? And let me know if you already do any of these or if any of these surprised you. I want to thank Merit Beauty for sponsoring a portion of this video. It was a pleasure to work with them. And thank you guys for watching. I'm going to leave a couple of videos for you to check out next, including that Quince video where I shared that wrap coat. If you got value out of this content, I always appreciate a thumbs up. I hope to see you guys next time, and have a great week, everybody. Bye.